Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Uniquely Mia or Mia, and in this video, I'm your professor. I am teaching you guys how to create an in-text citation and how to create a bibliography. Note that I am no expert on this, but I would say I'm pretty good because I've been writing those papers, writing those bibliographies, and I don't mean to brag, but I've been getting A's on it. I obtain A's on my papers, so if you guys just want like an example, a baseline of how MLA looks, bibliographies, in-text citation looks, watch this video. Also, Purdue OWL is a wonderful resource, and always consult your professor if possible. Send them your bibliography and ask them, does this look good? Do you have any feedback? And that's what they're there for. Your teachers are there for. So make sure to definitely use your professors, use your teachers, but my video is there to help you, provide you with an example. Comment down below if it works for you, and if you have any other questions about MLA, definitely comment down below about them. But 5 important tips that are always in a bibliography: author's name, the date you accessed information, the website link, the title of the work, and where the work resides. Those are the 5 key important informations that you always have to have in MLA format, but that is flexible because an author's name is not always provided for you. So watch the video, hope it helps you. Have a great rest of your day.
Why use MLA? Why is MLA important? MLA is also known as Modern Language Association, and it is important because it's used in almost all English classes or language arts classes, and MLA, it's universal. So in most elective classes that you take an art elective class and you have to write a paper. If you're taking a communications class and you have to write a paper. If you're taking a geography class or a political science class and you have to write a paper, MLA is the format that is going to be used. It's widely accepted. So, it should be noted that if you're taking a psychology class, a sociology class, a technical writing class, or any class within the humanitarians college, you are most likely going to be using APA. It varies according to the professor, but APA is most common in these fields of category, and another video is coming about APA soon. But right now, let's get into MLA. So, for MLA, a bibliography or a reference page, this is the most commonly method that most people will know of. And more information is generally included, but these are the main points that has to be in your bibliography. You have to have its titled by the author's last name, then the author's first name, if this is provided, the title of the work, where the work resides. So did you find the work on Z Library? Did you find this work on Wikipedia? Wikipedia is not a reliable source, so do not use Wikipedia. You have to include the website link as well as the access date. When did you see this source? When did you access it? So before we get into the actual bibliography page, I want to show you in-text citations. What is an in-text citation? In-text citation is basically when you're writing an essay and you're integrating the quotes into your paper. There are 2 ways you can do it. The most common way is most likely mentioning the author's name within the sentence. So, for example, to build onto this, Joseph Campbell said, "Mythology is the song. It is the song of the imagination inspired by the energies of the body." This is the most common way it's done. The author's name is mentioned first. So we have always incorporate the comma before the quotation marks. So we have comma, quotation marks, our quote, then we have closing quotation marks. But there's no period or comma. That is because we have to put in our in-text citation. So this is where we have our parentheses, the name of the book. Let's say this book didn't have page numbers, so the name of the book, parentheses, and a period. If this book had a page number, which it did, we found this on page 39. Of Hollywood. Specifically, early 20th century novels and films, comma, quotation marks, have become the source of many misconceptions, such as the view that it is a form of Satanism and that its practices are wholly rooted in natural magic, To be more exact, the control of zombies and casting of spells and curses. Quotation marks, then we have to put our parentheses, our author's last name, the page number that it was found, and then parentheses, then our period. So this right here is our in-text citation. This mention of the author's name, page number, that is our in-text citation. Okay, so when creating a bibliography, why create a bibliography? A bibliography is very important because it tells your reader where the information came from as a whole. So commonly a bibliography, when there are two authors or two contributors or two people listed on the title of the work, the first author, his or her name is going to be in the format of last name, first name. You have to incorporate the word and, first name, last name. So let's take this one. Joseph Campbell's The Power of Myth. Bill Moyers, he was a contributor. So as you can see, following the format that I just said, Joseph Campbell, his name is in last name, first name, incorporate the word and, then Bill Moyers is in first name, last name. The Power of Myth, this is the name of the book. And the name of the book is in italics. We have to incorporate the database where the book resides or where I found information, which was Z Library. That's also in italics. Then we're going to incorporate the access link or the website link. Then the access date, the date that you accessed information, has to be incorporated. So this is another example of an online book that I found. So following the information above, we have the author's last name, first name, keyword and, the second author's first name, last name. Then we're going to put the name of the book in italics. This is the publisher. Then the date. We're also going to incorporate where the information resides. That's in italics. The link. Then the access date. And a question that some people may have. If I have two authors, how do I determine which name goes first? Alphabetical order according to last name, first name. It's the same format for a bibliography too. Once you create all your sources, list the sources in alphabetical order going according to the last name and first name. If no author is present, you're still going to list in alphabetical order using the title of the work. So moving on to this academic journal. So following along universal method, we're going to start with the author's last name, first name. But this is different. It has quotation marks. The name of the work isn't in italics. Why is that? It's not in italics because this is an academic journal. An academic journal is in quotation marks. Then we're going to put the journal's publisher or the name of the journal in italics. The name of the journal is in italics. Then we're going to incorporate the volume number if that's provided, as well as the page number and the date if that information is provided, incorporate it. Then we're also going to put our JSTOR, the name where the information resides, in italics. We're also going to incorporate the website link, then the access date. One thing that is different for the next citation, this is a movie or a documentary. So when you're citing a YouTube video, a movie, a documentary on Netflix, anything like that, the name of the work goes first. And the name of the work is in italics, similar to an online book. Then we're going to incorporate who was it directed by. We're actually going to write that out, who it was directed by, last name, first name, performances, who had major performances. So who was in the show the longest. You're not going to incorporate every actor that was present, but who had a major contribution to it. You're going to put that. Then you're going to format that. Last name, first name, and first name, last name. The name where the information resides, to be, that's in italics. The date that the documentary was published or the movie was published, if it's